My dear friend, if you're listening to this right now, I want you to pause, take a breath, and know this one truth before anything else: you are not alone. Whether you're sitting in a quiet room, sipping your morning tea, or listening to this on a gentle walk, you are still a part of something much greater than just today. You're part of a generation full of stories, wisdom, and strength that the world still needs desperately. Sometimes we forget that. As we grow older, we begin to hear whispers that tell us we've done enough, that the best years are behind us, that slowing down means fading away. But I want to tell you something today, not just as a voice on a screen, but as a fellow traveler on this journey. Growing older doesn't mean you're disappearing. It means you're arriving into a deeper version of yourself. And what guides that journey more than anything else is our thinking, our mindset, that quiet voice inside our heads that either lifts us up or wears us down. That's why today I want to talk to you heart to heart about the power of positive thinking in old age. Because it's not just about smiling through the pain or ignoring life's struggles. It's about choosing every day to believe that your life still matters, that you still have time to feel joy, peace, love, and purpose. You see, over the years, I've seen two kinds of people in their later years. One wakes up each day with heaviness in their heart, waiting for the next ache, the next problem, the next reason to feel sad or forgotten. The other wakes up with a quiet strength. They still feel the aches, sure, but they smile anyway. They notice the birds outside the window. They remember to call a friend. They're grateful for the small things. And more often than not, their health, energy, and spirit seem just a little stronger. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying life is always easy. It isn't. We've faced a lot: heartbreak, loss, changing bodies, moments of deep loneliness. We've had days where even standing up feels like a mountain to climb, and yet, even in that, there's something incredible that remains: our ability to choose how we see the world. And that is the power of positive thinking. You see, the mind is a remarkable thing. Even in our 70s, 80s, and beyond, it still listens to us. When we tell ourselves, "I'm too old," it believes us. When we say, "I can't do that anymore," it agrees. But when we whisper instead, "I'm still here and I still have something to give," the mind starts to look for ways to make that true. It starts with small thoughts, small shifts. Instead of waking up and thinking about everything that hurts, try waking up and thanking your body for still carrying you. Instead of focusing on what you've lost, try remembering what you've gained. Wisdom, perspective, patience, the power to truly see what matters. I remember a dear old friend of mine, George. He lost his wife after 52 years of marriage. For months, he was quiet, distant. He stopped going out, stopped gardening, which he loved, and barely smiled. One day, I asked him gently, "George, what do you think she'd want you to do today?" He didn't answer right away. But the next morning, he was out in his garden again, planting daisies, her favorite flower. He told me later that thinking about what she would want, instead of what he had lost, shifted something inside him. He still missed her every day, but he chose to let love guide him forward, not grief pull him down. That's what positive thinking is. It's not denying our pain, it's learning to hold it with gentleness while still moving toward joy, and it's not just emotional. Science has shown that positive thinking can improve heart health, reduce stress, and even support brain function. Seniors who maintain an optimistic outlook often experience fewer illnesses, better sleep, and greater independence. Isn't that something? But it goes even deeper than health. Positive thinking gives us dignity. It reminds us that we are more than our age, more than our ailments, more than society's expectations. It reminds us that life isn't done with us yet. Sometimes the hardest part of aging isn't physical at all, it's emotional. Feeling invisible, feeling like your opinion doesn't matter anymore, feeling like the world is rushing forward and you've been left behind. But listen to me carefully, you are not behind. You are exactly where you're meant to be. You have earned your place at the table. You have walked through storms, raised families, worked hard, and built a life full of meaning. The world may not always see that, but you can, and when you do, everything changes. Start with your self-talk. How do you speak to yourself? Are you kind, encouraging, or are you overly critical, always pointing out your forgetfulness or stiffness or wrinkles? Imagine if you spoke to a friend the way you speak to yourself. Would they feel loved or judged every time you catch yourself saying, "I can't," try adding, "yet," or "I'm trying"? Those small words carry so much hope, they give your spirit room to breathe. And it's okay to ask for help. Whether it's a walker, hearing aid, or glasses, they're not signs of weakness. They're tools of empowerment. Don't let pride rob you of comfort or connection. Using support doesn't make you less capable, it makes you wise. Even movement, no matter how small, is an act of defiance against decline. If you can walk, walk. If you can't, stretch. If you can dance, dance. Let your body know you're still here, still fighting, still living. Same goes for your senses. So many seniors struggle with hearing loss or poor vision, and it can be deeply isolating. But the positive mindset says, let's adapt. Let's get the hearing aids, try the new glasses. Ask people to speak clearly, not because we're a burden, but because we still deserve to be part of every conversation. And don't forget joy, real joy, the kind that comes from small things: a grandchild's laugh, a breeze through the curtains, a cup of soup made just right. These moments are precious, but we only notice them when we're thinking positively. When we're tuned in to the beauty around us, let yourself laugh, even if your knees crack, even if your memory skips a beat, even if your bones ache. Laughter is the music of the soul, and it keeps us young in ways no medicine can. And if you've been carrying loneliness, I hear you, I really do. The quiet of the house, the empty seat at the table, the unanswered phone. It can weigh heavily, but even loneliness can be softened with intention. Reach out, write a letter, join a local group or an online one. Volunteer, say hello to someone new at the park. It's never too late to find connection again. Let me say something here from the bottom of my heart: your life still matters. Your thoughts still matter. Your love still matters. And there are people, even if you haven't met them yet, who need your light. So don't dim it. And if you're finding something meaningful in these words, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the Senior Journey, and leave a comment below. Your voice belongs here. Now, let's keep going. You've lived through decades of change, some beautiful, some heartbreaking. You've adapted more than you give yourself credit for. You've loved, lost, built, broken, healed, and you're still here. That means something. That means everything. So when the world seems heavy, or your body feels tired, or your days feel small, pause. And remember, you have the power to shift your perspective. You can still find light. You can still choose gratitude. You can still believe that there is more joy ahead. Some days I sit by the window, look up at the sky, and just whisper, thank you. And not because everything is perfect, but because I've made it this far. And so have you. That is a miracle all its own. Make it a practice to reflect on what's good even when life isn't. Keep a small notebook. Write one thing each day that made you smile, a memory, a taste. A phone call, a blooming flower. It trains your mind to look for goodness, and where we look, we tend to go. And when you look in the mirror, I hope you smile at the person staring back. That person has earned every line, every scar, every gray hair. That person is not old. That person is seasoned, sacred, strong, and you, my friend, are not done yet. You still have time to forgive, time to learn, time to dream again, time to love not just others, but yourself too. Let your thoughts be your companions, not your critics. Speak gently to yourself. You've earned that kindness. And when the hard days come, and they will, let yourself feel, but don't let the darkness define you. Remind yourself, this too shall pass, because it always has, and you've survived every hard day so far. Choose to focus on what you can do, not what you can't. Choose to be curious instead of afraid. Choose to remember the blessings even in small doses. Choose to believe that you still have a role to play, even if it's simply being a light for someone else. You are part of a beautiful story, one that isn't over yet. So take today, just today, and meet it with a grateful heart. Speak kindly to yourself, move your body gently, call someone you love, smile at yourself in the mirror, and whisper, "I'm still here, I still matter, and I choose joy." Thank you for spending this time with me. If this touched your heart, please share it with a friend, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the Senior Wisdom. This is your space where your voice, your experience, and your wisdom are always welcome. And always remember, aging is not a decline, it is a deepening. You are not fading, you are becoming. Brighter, wiser, stronger. Until next time, take care of your precious heart and keep thinking beautifully.